What is good, y'all, man? So in this episode, we got some NBA, recently released NBA 2K18 news, MyGM updates, and all those sorts of things that we're going to be covering in this video. And it's going to really be kind of a look into what they're going to add, what direction they're looking to move the MyGM. And I read it over just like a few minutes ago, and I think there's a lot of news that you guys are going to be really excited about. And for those content creators out there too, if you want to make series, I feel like this MyGM mode in 2K might give you the opportunity to have a better experience and a better detail and more enjoyable overall MyGM mode. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe to your boy. So you see the screenshot of Joel Embiid and what he's saying, and this is a screenshot from the 2K18 MyGM mode that I got online. And basically, you could see there's going to be some sort of storyline narrative in the MyGM mode, which is going to be really exciting, man. So the backstory, I think, is like you're a person that you're a ex-player, you got a career-ending injury, and now you're in this new MyGM position for the first time, and you're gonna have the freedom to really take over the team and turn it into a contender or a championship caliber team, and that's really the whole goal of it. But within that, there's a lot of storylines, a lot of things off the court as well, which I think is going to be really fun. That's going to make it more exciting too, as far as just going through the roster, trading players. I think this year they're going to add more story, just like they added in the My Career Story mode. They're going to add some of that into this MyGM mode, which is really, really cool. For guys that want to do series on this and stuff like that, I know I will. And I'll make sure around when that time comes to ask you guys what team you want to see a dynasty mode with, where I try to run them for over, let's say, 5 years. And I'll make it an extended period of time. I'll make sure I run through games, show game footage, show what's going on off the court, and as well as what's going on with the team, how their chemistry is and things like that. And I think it's going to be something exciting, something fresh, and something that all y'all going to enjoy coming this fall in this new 2K18. So, and then the next screenshot, you can see where it's the owner, basically coming up to you and saying, I hope you could pull this off, whatever it is, whether it's a trade, whether it's a free agent signing. Basically, you're going to have interactions with the owner, and he's going to be speaking his mind, and you're going to have to sway him either with your actions or your words and what you say, and how you are kind of letting him know you're still on your job and you're looking out for the best interest of the team. I think that's really dope. That's gonna mean they're gonna have cutscenes, which would be so cool to have for a series. I think it'd be something just like My Career, but on a whole nother level, whole nother perspective, and something I think you guys are gonna love, man. So if you guys do like that, man, make sure to let me know in the comment section, and or you can just give a thumbs up to this video. Let me know you guys are really enjoying this new 2K18, the MyGM, and how it's looking so far. Now, we're still not done yet. There's a lot to cover, but just early on, you guys can see that it's going in a whole nother direction. Another thing is the roster minimums. That's been bumped up to 14. They actually have the G League in the game. You can't play it, but in MyGM mode, you can send guys down. So this is perfect as far as just like MyGM mode going for like 3, 4, and 5, and 6 seasons. Being able to do this, stash players. You could also do the drafting stash, like you see all the time in the NBA drafts. Guys get drafted like 14th, 15th overall, and they have 2 years left in their overseas contract. That is going to be awesome. I think that will make the game mode that much more entertaining, and something you're going to want to jump into and continue moving forward season after season. I think that was really one of the things that they needed to capitalize on and needed to come hard with, and I'm happy that they're going to be doing that in this 2K18. So like I was saying with the G League, so you can send guys down, you could track how they're playing, they're per 36 minutes, so if they're playing 24 minutes a game, how their stats stack up to playing 36 minutes a game, and you can see their improvement and growth. And they also have two-way contracts, so players that are signed to an NBA team, but most of the time they're in the G League, I almost want to say D League, they're in the G League. They could go back and forth until that 45 days is over, and then the NBA team has to make a decision whether they're keeping this player or not. Another thing they added that they're going to be adding, which is going to be cool for the MyGM mode, is the free agent period, like the 3-day period where players can't sign contracts but they could verbally agree. They're gonna have that in the game this year, so that way, if you want to work on a free agent before the period starts, you know, be like, yo, I'm offering at least this much money. They're gonna be able to be like, yes, I verbally commit to signing you when that time hits, or no, that's not enough. Come back with me with a better deal. Come back to me with a better deal. And that's going to be dope because that's going to change the whole free agency game. That whole free agency period is going to be really exciting. And this is going to make me want to go through the season. Obviously, I don't want to pick a team that's like the Warriors or the Cavs that kind of already have their past set, or the Celtics. I want to pick teams that are up and coming. Maybe a team like the Timberwolves would be fun. A team like the Sixers, the Lakers, the Miami Heat too, they're on the up and up, or even the Sacramento Kings. I might do all of them. I might do them separately, have different outcomes, different storylines, and I think that's going to be something that's going to be fun. I'll do a weekly, every team, a different team every week, and it'll be, you know, you'll get to see the growth of each team. I'll try to make it go as smoothly and as kind of as fast as possible. Try to get a year done in maybe 3 weeks or something like that. And that way you guys can see the growth and how a team is constantly upgrading and getting better. Another thing which I thought was really cool that they're going to be adding to this game is, you know, in the beginning of every game or every 2K MyGM or My League or My Season, anything like that, they ask you, do you want to generate rookies? Well, this year they're going to have better generated players that match different storylines, or just a more variety of players that maybe it's not a good draft as far as like superstars, but they have a lot of really good role players and guys that could be third and fourth option, things like that, which I think will make it cooler as far as just, like I said before, moving forward with the season or with the MyGM seasons, because it's gonna be like 5 or 6 seasons that you play, and it'll be cool to see if, you know, you can win a championship, and if you can make the right moves as far as picking the young guys, developing them, and then, you know, seeing how well seeing the type of player that they end up becoming. And this year, another addition they're going to be adding, which I think is like, for me, it's like, yo, it's about time you added this, man. They're going to be adding the All-Star selection. Whole experience is different. If you guys remember the previous 2Ks, where every year it'd be the same, be at the same venue as far as an All-Star game, same logo, same jerseys. This year is finally coming. That's coming to an end, man. It's coming to an end, and that means every All-Star game, moving season after season, is going to be different in a different city. They have a new way they're going to decide which city pretty much is going to have an All-Star game. Basically, it's going to depend on when was the last time that city had an All-Star game, the popularity of the city, the age of the team, things like that are going to incorporate, you know, what's basically the most popping city to have an All-Star game with. So every single year is going to be an All-Star game at a different city, and that's something that will make that whole experience that much more enjoyable. I think that's one of the best kind of additions that you won't really think about, but you're going to appreciate as your MyGM seasons go on. And now you guys are seeing the Doc Rivers photo, and this basically, you know, what it said in the article was that you're going to basically choose what you want to tell to the press, what you want to tell to your staff, and what you don't want to tell anybody. And that is going to affect a lot of how the press looks at you from a GM standpoint, and how your own staff looks at you from a leader standpoint. And that is going to be something that's going to be cool to document and to put into the game, and just to record and create series off of it, like I've been saying, because then it's like you're constantly studying on, kind of walking on a tightrope. You know, you have to make sure you're giving enough information to the press so that way they're not on your back all the time trying to put you in the hot seat, but at the same time you have to know what to say, or you got to be truthful so that if both sides have 2 different points, it's not too far off to where, like I said earlier, you'd be in the hot seat and you could possibly lose your job. Like a team like the Knicks, you might want to have a tight leash because it's just been going, everything's been crazy right there as far as a franchise for a very long time. But if your team like a San Antonio Spurs, you know all the staff, even the reporters, the coaching staff and things like that are all on the same page, and they're veterans, so you could sit back and just watch everything flow. Aside from that, all the other stuff is pretty much the stuff that they had from last year. Maybe it's gotten a little bit of improvement, such as team relocation, creating new team floors or the jerseys, or stadiums and things like that. All those things are improved, and you could even create a player and add them to the league. So if you want to put yourself in this season in the MyGM and see how well you play, you can do that in this year's MyGM mode. I'm really excited for 2K18, Live 18, Madden 18, all those to come out. I know the summer's kind of a dry period as far as the video games, but it's coming soon. August is right around the corner. I'm excited for everything that's coming forward. I'll keep sharing the news with you guys and keeping you posted. As long as you guys keep smashing that like button, you guys are, commenting down below things you want to look forward to, things you already like now, things you don't want to change. Let me know in the comment section so we can create kind of a, a little bit of conversation. And yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you've been here before but didn't subscribe. And I'm signing out. Peace, y'all. We'll be posting more 2K news as it comes out.
Look, I got $1 million schemes and $1 billion flows, $1 million schemes and $1 billion. I got $1 million schemes and $1 billion flows. I put my heart in this work, cause that's just all that I know. Look.